I wore a strong face, I buried my mind. Every time I stayed quiet, I was scared. Every time I walked away, I wished I'd stay there. I thought love was paying every bill, keeping my word, standing still. I never learned those little lines, the ones that stay inside a woman's mind. She never knew how deep it ran. I loved her the only way I knew how then. I gave my back, my hands, my ears. I hid my heart behind my fears. If loving loud was what she needed, Lord, I failed without believing. She never knew. And that's the part that still cuts through. I wasn't cold, I was raised that way. Take the weight and never complain. I thought she'd see it in my hands. I never knew love needed words to stand. Now every truth comes away too late. Too many chances, too much weight. I trade my pride for one more night, just to tell her she was right. She never knew how deep it ran. I loved her the only way I knew how then. If loving loud was what she needed, Lord, I failed without believing. She never knew. But every beat still speaks her name. Cared. Maybe that's my cross to bear. A man can lose the love he found just because he never said it out loud. The words stayed inside for way too long. I kept saying tomorrow. Tomorrow never came. You heard my silence, I called it being strong. Now I know those ain't the same. I thought you'd understand me without hearing a single word. I was so sure love could live without ever kept inside. You kept waiting, I kept working, thinking that was enough. You needed my heart, I handed you my hands. Lord, I got that so wrong. I wasn't trying to push you away, I just didn't know another way. A man can build a whole damn life and still have nothing real to say. The words stayed inside, now they haunt my sleep. Every promise I never spoke is one I couldn't keep. If I had one more chance, I'd say them eye to eye. But all I've got tonight are the words I kept inside. Some men lose love because they stop caring. Some men lose love because they never learned how to speak it. I held your hand when it was almost over. Funny how a man can wait too long. I kept thinking there'd be another morning, another chance to make things right. I kept saving the best of me for later. Later came without you. I held your hand too late. That's the truth I live with. Love was right beside me, I just couldn't see it. I thought forever was something I could borrow. Now forever is only yesterday. I held your hand too late. You never asked for diamonds or promises. You only wanted the man I used to be. I kept chasing everything but us, thinking love could wait its turn. Lord, I was wrong. Some hearts don't break all at once, they break one quiet day at a time. I held your hand too late. Now that's all I remember. Every little moment I should have held you longer. If I could trade every year I've got left, I'd spend them all in one more ordinary day, just holding your hand before it was too late. A man can carry regret longer than he carries pride, I know, because mine still hasn't let go. Never woke up planning to lose you. It happened one bad day at a time. One hard word, one long silence, one more night saying I'd be fine. I kept believing love could take the punches. I never thought it could run out of breath. Every goodbye was an accident. I never knew what I was breaking. I kept saying, we'll fix it later. Later never waited. If I'd known those little moments mattered, I'd have held on a whole lot tighter. Every goodbye was an accident. I wasn't looking for another life. I just got lost inside my own. Too stubborn to say I was hurting, too scared to admit I was wrong. You didn't leave because you stopped loving. You left because I stopped showing it. Every goodbye was an accident. 1,000 little failures I couldn't see. You kept reaching, I kept missing. Lord, that's on me. It slowly fades when nobody fights for it. Every goodbye was an accident. I never meant to become your goodbye. I just forgot love needs showing, not assuming. Always had to be right. Lord, what a foolish man. I'd rather win an argument than You asked for one small apology. I handed you another excuse. I kept defending my pride while I was losing you. The love I hid behind my pride was the best thing in my life. I built my walls so tall, they kept you out. I thought saying nothing made me look strong. Now every quiet night tells me I was wrong. The love I hid behind my pride still lives inside me tonight. I blame the days, I blame the work, I blamed everything but me. The truth was staring right into my eyes, I just refused to see. You never wanted perfection, you only wanted my heart. Instead I gave you silence and watched us fall apart. The love I hid behind my pride cost more than I could pay. I'd trade every stubborn word to hear you call my name. A man can carry pride like a heavy chain. By the time he drops it, love has already gone away. The love I hid behind my pride will always be my deepest shame. If I learn one thing, it's this: love never asks who wins, it only asks who stays. You mistook my silence for a heart that didn't care. Truth is, I was caring more. Then I knew how to share. I kept every worry locked behind my teeth. Thought a real man should handle it alone. Now I see that's where I went wrong. You mistook my can't live on good intentions. It needs a voice somehow. I was screaming inside without making a sound. By the time I found the words, you were already gone. You mistook my silence, and I gave you every reason to. I thought my staying would say enough. Working late, paying bills, holding on. I never knew you were listening. For 3 little words, more than all the things I did, Lord, I should have said them every chance I had. You mistook my silence for a love grown cold, but every beat inside my chest still belonged to you. I was too proud to open up, too scared to look weak. Now I give anything to tell you what I couldn't then. You mistook my silence because I never let you hear my heart. Some men lose love one loud fight at a time. I lost mine one quiet day at a time. If you could read my heart, you'd know I never stopped. Every time I looked away, I was afraid I'd fall apart. I carried love like a pocket full of stones, heavy every day, but I carried it alone. I thought you'd somehow see what I couldn't say, Lord. I was wrong again. If you could read my heart, you'd find your name everywhere, behind every stubborn word, behind every silent prayer. I never loved you halfway, I just loved you quietly. If you could read my heart, you'd finally know the man in me. kept waiting for the perfect moment. Funny thing, it never came. Life kept moving, my mouth stayed closed. Now regret knows me by name. I give every lesson this old life has taught, just to tell you once what my heart could not. If you could read my heart, you'd see how hard I try not to lose myself, not to let you see me cry. I wasn't made of stone, I was just scared to break. If you could read my heart, you'd know every choice I made was made with love. Maybe love was never missing. Maybe the words were I kept my guard up, even when you loved me. I answered every question with half the truth. You reached for my heart, I handed you my pride. I thought I was staying safe, I was only hiding. You never asked for much, just a place inside my soul. I built walls around us, brick by brick. Every fear, every stubborn habit, I called them strength. You called them distance, Lord, you were right. By the time I found the door, you were already gone. I built walls around us and wondered why love couldn't get in. I blame my past, I blame my scars, I blame the man I used to be. Truth is, you never heard me. I was fighting ghosts that weren't even there. You stood beside me the whole damn time. I just couldn't believe someone would stay. I built walls around us, higher every year. You kept knocking, I kept pretending I didn't hear. You weren't asking for a perfect man, you only wanted an open heart. I built walls around us and locked myself inside. Love didn't leave first. Trusted, and I was the one. Holding the key. You asked me once, come dance with me. I smiled and said, maybe next time. There was always one more thing to finish, one more reason to put us aside. I kept thinking love had plenty of time, Lord. I couldn't have been more wrong. The dance we never had still plays inside my mind. One simple moment I left behind. Trade every paycheck, every hour I worked, for one slow dance with the woman I love. The dance we never had still breaks me tonight. You never wanted anything expensive. You only wanted a little piece of me. I gave you plans, I gave you promises, but I forgot about today. Funny how the smallest memories leave the deepest scars. The dance we never had is the one I remember most. Not because it happened, because it never did. I kept saying we've got forever, forever quietly walked away. The dance we never had became my lifetime of regret. Love isn't lost in the big moments. Sometimes it slips away. One ordinary moment at a time. saved every dollar, I paid every bill. I kept my promise to work until I couldn't. I fixed every problem that money could reach, but the one beside me, I left hurting. I thought I was building a better life for us. I never saw I was building it alone. I saved everything but us. The house still stands, the truck still runs. The bank says I did just fine, but none of it holds you tonight. I saved everything but the only thing that ever mattered. I wore myself out trying to provide, thinking love would understand. You never asked for perfect days, you only wanted a little of my time. Now every sacrifice feels upside down. What good is winning when you're standing alone? I saved everything but us. I protected dreams that couldn't love me back. I gave my strength to the wrong things and kept telling myself I'd make it up someday. Someday came without your hand in mine. I saved everything but us. A man can spend his whole life trying to take care of the people he loves and still forget to simply love them. I started that letter 100 different times. Every first line sounded like a lie. How do you tell someone they were right all along? How do you say you were the one who was wrong? I kept folding my feelings back into my chest, thinking tomorrow would right the rest. truth, now the only one still reading it is me. I wasn't asking for another chance. I only wanted you to know you were never hard to love. I was just hard to understand. If those words could change the past, Lord, I'd write until these old hands gave out. But paper can't fix what silence broke. The last letter I never wrote says I'm sorry more than once. It says thank you for loving a stubborn man. It says I loved you every single day, even when I forgot how to show it. The last letter will never leave my heart. Some letters I never mailed, they're carried for the rest of a man's life. I don't need another chance. I don't expect you to come back. Some roads close for good. I finally learned to live with that. There's only one thing I still wonder. Did you ever feel how much I loved you? I hope you felt it anyway. Between the quiet and the long days, between the work and the tired eyes, I hope you saw what I couldn't say if my words never found you. I pray my heart did. I hope you felt it anyway. I wasn't good at saying I need you. I wasn't raised that way. I carry love like a heavy load, thinking silence made me strong. Now I trade every lesson I learned just to hear you say, I always knew. I hope you felt it anyway. Even when I got it wrong, even when my pride spoke louder than my love, you deserve a better man. I know that now, still. I hope you felt it anyway. Maybe love isn't measured by the words we say. Maybe somewhere deep inside, you already knew. When a man loves quietly, nobody hears the sound. He keeps showing up, he keeps holding on. He thinks that's enough. He never asks for credit, he never makes a scene. He believes love lives inside the little things, Lord. Sometimes little things are too little to be seen. Can look like nothing at all. No big words, no grand promises, just a tired soul, giving everything he's got. I loved you every single day. I just loved you too quietly, and silence became my goodbye. I thought you'd know just by looking at me. I thought my hands said what my mouth couldn't. You kept waiting for something I never gave, not because I didn't care, because I didn't know how. That's the hardest truth I've ever had to face. When a man loves quietly, he risks losing everything, not to another love, but to his own silence. If I could live those years again, I'd let my heart speak before my pride. rather sound foolish than lose you one more time. A quiet love is still love, but if it never reaches the one who needs to hear it, it breaks just the same. Maybe you know now why I stayed so quiet, why every I'm alright was another lie. I wasn't hiding from loving you, I was hiding from the man I couldn't fix. Thought I'd become someone you deserved. I just ran out of time. Maybe you know now how much you meant to me. Every hard day, every long year started with your name. I never stopped loving you, I only stopped knowing how to show it. Maybe you know now what my silence was trying to say. I've replayed 1,000 conversations, changing every answer, changing every goodbye. But life don't hand out second endings, it only leaves us with what we learned. If loving you taught me anything, it taught me love should never stay unspoken. I'm not asking you to come back, I'm not asking you to forgive me. Some hearts were meant to change us, not belong to us forever. I never walked away inside, even when you couldn't see it anymore. You'll always be the truest part of me, not because I lost you, but because you taught me what love really is. Maybe you know now, and somehow that's enough. If these are the last words you'll ever hear from me, should have said all those years ago. I loved you.